Fallout 4, the fourth Fallout, the one after New Vegas, I'm not sure what to do for the intro. The DLC, Far Harbor, introduces us to many new weapons, and one of them being the Harpoon gun. This is a slow powerhouse of a weapon. It holds only one shot and has a horrendous reload speed, but it rips limbs from enemies. Literally. So, well, since you clicked on the video, you know I'm going to find out if you can beat Fallout 4 with it. So this is, can you beat Fallout 4 with only the Harpoon gun? Our stats don't matter too much. I go pretty balanced here with a emphasis into strength through the heavy weapons perk later. While we wait for the bombs to drop, we do our tasks like any good mother, play with our pet sperm, talk with our husband, he's so dreamy, I hope he doesn't die, and head for the vault. Welp. Before leaving the vault, I spawn the Harpoon gun in along with some starting ammo and prepare to start my journey. In Sanctuary, I make sure to do what every Fallout YouTuber does and grab the Your Special book and put it into luck. Scrap the entirety of Sanctuary, build a wall, and spam build shelves until we get Idiot Savant. And build more shelves. At the end, I was level 4 and I put points into Heavy Weapons and Lone Wanderer for the extra damage and damage reduction. There's no better place to practice shooting than the Raiders and the Museum of Freedom. The Harpoon gun is very good early on. It doesn't have any scope, which makes it kind of hard to aim, but inside the museum, it's closed spaces, so it's not that much of a problem. Outside isn't much different. More Raiders, a Deathclaw, and some more Raiders. Hold on. Go back? A Deathclaw. So... bad news, it doesn't take a lot of damage and we cannot survive a 1v1 encounter with the damn thing. So we engage with what will be a staple of the run, hiding and shooting. The Deathclaw can't hit us in buildings, so going back and forth we can take him down. The Museum of Freedom is all done and we tell Preston to fuck off. However, before leaving I want to show off a little glitch with the Harpoon gun. By shooting 12 to 16 harpoons into a wall, one will get perma-stuck, so when you go to pick them up, you can, well... Back at Sanctuary, I wanted to fix a big downside to the Harpoon gun, and that was its scope, or lack thereof. I know close range isn't always going to be an option, so I need to have a way to fight at longer distances, and that's where the tactical sight comes in. It's not super accurate, but it lets us at least know where our Harpoon's going to end up. Not much happens on our way to Diamond City. Deal some Raiders, deal some more Waiters. Waiters? Waiters? Jesus Christ, haven't done this in a hot minute. And walk some more. Kill some ghouls. Walk a bit more. Deal some more ghouls. Keep walking. More ghouls. Walk more. Oh, Diamond City! Inside the Great Green Jewel of the Commonwealth. Really? Jewel? That's how they describe this place? Okay, fine. I'm not one to judge, you know? We go pay Little Nicky a visit, but oh no, he's been synth-napped. We have to go save him after we do the next thing all Fallout 4 YouTubers do. Get drugs. Popping behind the bar, we pour Darcy a drink while watching a glimpse of Cook's Saiyan powers. Twice. What the f*** is this game? We lie to Paul, saying we'll help him get back at Cook. Paul foolishly pulls out a gun, and Cook activates his Ultra Instinct powers to kill Paul. Cook has a plan. He wants us to go to a drug deal and take over, keeping the caps and the drugs off the two of us. Yes, the two of us, Cook. Yes. Intercepting the drug deal was scary. A bunch of triggermen early on, and on very hard difficulty, couldn't make it, so one wrong bullet spray and I was dead. Luckily, the scope we made helps us out with being able to fight behind cover. All that's left to do is, well, think of the Kims, Cook. Yay, free drugs! Park Street Station is always an issue in these runs. A lot of enemies with automatic weapons versus a fragile woman with a slow weapon. We need to hit all of our shots because one miss is a fatal mistake if we get unlucky. Thankfully, the first little section isn't too hard. The main issue I have is in the tunnels. There's a lot of triggermen, so it's a painful slog killing them one by one. I didn't die here, but what I did lose was my healing supplies, which will really impact me later on in the vault. Our pup swims inside the metal gate, and like the Museum of Freedom, these small rooms and spread out enemies make it a bit easier. Except for the time he snuck up on me. Asshole. Here's a fun little fact: third person breaks the reload animation on the gun, making it sometimes just take double the time. I don't know why, it just does. We free Nikki by putting Dino's head against the wall. Before leaving, Dino curses us with the game-breaking curse. There's a few iffy sections in the vault. We do die a couple times, but eventually we make it to Skinny Malone, and geez, was this fight hard. Close quarters, no healing items, and oh yeah, Skinny Malone was immune to my harpoons. Tell me, Dino, why must you curse me? I don't know what was going on during the day I recorded the first part of this challenge, but my game was so broken. Characters flying, Malone being immune to my harpoons. Don't get me wrong, it was really funny watching the characters spaz out, but it was impossible. No guns worked, no grenades worked. He was only a god. A really glitchy and buggy god, but a god nonetheless. So you can't beat Fallout 4 with only the harpoon gun. But you can with a baseball bat. Back in Diamond City, we start probably my least favorite part of this game, and that's chasing after Kellogg. Answer Nick's question, steal Kellogg's house key, find some cigs. I don't waste time waiting and following Dogmeat, I just beeline it straight there and enter Fort Hagen. This was honestly the hardest part of the run here. I still didn't have armor, and without any, these synths hurt. A lot. Both synths were in groups of 2 to 3, and while I could maybe kill one, the issue of our fire rate comes in where we then get surrounded by the rest of them. This was genuinely frustrating. Clearing out each room had to be quick and clean or it would be over for me. But soon enough, I did make it to Kellogg, and well, what beats Cyborg Killer? Well, that was easy. I'll do you a favor and skip past the entire memory den and glowing sea stuff. It's so boring. It's just walking and walking. And before I continue the base game, I wanted to go get a new harpoon gun. So we start Far Harbor. Well, we try and start Far Harbor. We go up to the Picado house and talk to the parents about her disappearance. We do the puzzle, find out she went to Far Harbor, and take the boat over to the island. After the short little boat ride, we arrive to Far Harbor and are forced into community service. As long as we stay on top of the walls, the wave defense is quite easy, as we just shoot harpoons down below. Afterwards, Captain Avery talks to us about Synth Refuge that Kasumi went to, but blah blah, we're not here for her, we're here for the special harpoon gun that resides on this island. There's actually 3 special harpoon guns that can be found here: the Admiral's Friend, Defender's Harpoon, and Skipper's Last Stand. Now, sadly, only one of these is good, and that's the Admiral's Friend, which can be acquired right now. Okay, we are short on money, thank God for drugs, am I right? Anywho, Admiral's Friend is our new main weapon. When the enemy is at full health. When the enemy is at full health, the damage on its harpoon gun doubles, and along with our already existing skills, we're starting to become a powerhouse. With this little upgrade, we can continue the main quest and tackle Green Tech Genetics, which is my favorite story questline in Fallout 4. I love going floor by floor, fighting off the gunners, while off-screen the Courser makes his way up to the top. But I was quite worried that I was just gonna get destroyed. I'm only level 13 and have a slow shooting weapon. But To my surprise, it was kinda easy. The gunners all died in one shot, and Dogmeat took aggro away if I missed. I only died one time throughout it all, and really quickly I was at the courser. The Institute's toughest soldier is no match for, well, a Harpoon. Or 3. I mean, give the guy credit, he's one of the healthiest enemies I've fought so far, but, yeah, he went down a lot faster and, well, a lot easier than I thought he would. Well, after dissecting a mechanical piece from someone's head for the second time this playthrough, we are ready to go get this decrypted. Yay! Well, since I already sided with the Brotherhood once for a video, that just leaves the railroad or the...
I got word of a settlement that needs our help. I'll mark it on your map. We can use all the support we can get, so see what you can do to help.
Yeah, railroad. I'll do the railroad. Beelining it there, dealing with these super mutants and occasional raiders, we get to the railroad and get our ego jerked off by Deacon. And we have Tom decode the chip. Holy shit, the chip. Oh my god. Decode the chip with annoying video gamey dialogue. Virgil gives us the needed schematics, and we beg Desdemona to let us build it, but alas, I'm forced to run it up with Deacon. Since Fort Hagen, sins have gotten a lot more bearable. They still hurt a lot, but they no longer take 3 to 2 shots to kill, and with Deacon's help, we aren't the main target the entire time, heading through the secret tunnel system, clearing the synths as we come across them. The Harpoon gun still suffers pretty bad here with its lengthy reload times. If I miss, which happens a little too often, I'm letting myself get swarmed, and that's no good. But luckily, I had no real big issues. I say, with 7 stim packs in my arm. Me and Deacon get to the vault, and I pick up the prototype. Deacon gives me some free caps, or something, and we take the elevator to the surface. These synths are still guarding the whole front of the building, using the staircase for cover. We do the good old-fashioned strat of shooting and running away to reload. Once back at the Railroad HQ, Deacon strokes our ego again, even harder this time. I'm not complaining. And we officially join up with the Railroad. And now, since it's official, we can build the Institute teleporter. After we go clear an outpost to build it. I hate the Railroad. But before heading there, I finally go back to Sanctuary and build the final scope. And yeah, I don't like it. A lot of my fights are close range, and while we do have to use some long-range tactics sometimes, scoping in and out is such a hassle. Well, back to my standard scope. Standard? God damn, standard. Say words correctly. God damn it! Yeah! I'll do us both a favor and skip past all the building of the teleporter. Clearing the outpost was pretty funny. I shot a dude's fusion core and he blew up. Since I'm a grade A hoarder, I already had all the pieces I needed to build the teleporter. And once it's all put together, Desdemona told us to infiltrate the front lines and become the woman on the inside. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I mean, it is the only way I can beat the Railroad questline, so gonna have to. You know. Hey, editor Aurora here. Had some bad news. Pretty much the first bit of the Institute questline, my footage just corrupted. So I pretty much don't have anything from the start of me infiltrating the Institute to me starting Bunker Hill. After that, all my footage is fine. Just that like hour-and-a-half section just didn't want to record for whatever reason, or didn't record properly. So it's all messed up. I can't fix it. So sorry. You just have to imagine I'm doing really, really intense and really fun Institute stuff. So, you know. Enjoy. And that's to eliminate Bunker Hill. However, since we are allied with them, we inform the Railroad of the attack. It also serves as a bonus, since that means we don't have to worry about 2 factions being mad at us at once. And that one is still a powerhouse in itself. Who would have thought that the guys in full power armor and laser miniguns would hurt? However, I found out that you actually don't need to do anything in Bunker Hill, which I'm not complaining because I do not want to get my ass lasered for an hour straight over and over again. Meeting Sean on top of the CIT ruins, he says that the battle didn't go well and he was suspicious, but it's Fallout 4 and our decisions don't matter. Consequences? What's that? After the Bunker Hill incident, we instantly get named the successor to Sean and the one who will lead the Institute. But this big promotional bump doesn't come without its extra work, and that comes into play with the quest to Mass Fusion. You know, I really like Mass Fusion, but this time around I'm quite nervous, especially with the elevator section. But that can wait. First, I want to keep pursuing the Railroads questline. Pam needs a password for something. I'll be honest, I'm not paying attention to the questline. I'm just doing what I'm good at, and that's following little markers in the map. And we end up at Cambridge Polymer Labs. The short story is, we get trapped in a lab, and we have to either get to the terminal we need to get the password, or we have to complete this little puzzle. And I had a lot of fun doing this puzzle, unironically. So after getting to the terminal and getting the password to free myself, I got a cool little piece of power armor out of it, so, you know, I'd say it was worth it. With the password, Desdemona wants to free all these synths at once, so we need to start putting this plan into action. We talk with one of the synths, and him and his friends are willing to fight, they just need weapons. The best way to give them weapons is killing a few guards and let them use mining materials to make some. I'm not going to question it, just let them do it. Anyway, with all the catch-up work done, it's time for Mass Fusion, so I do all the preparing I can. Stocked up on supplies, I knew Mass Fusion was gonna suck. A lot. As soon as I was on the roof, I was already having to use a stim pack. The Knights have so much defense that even with our double damage, it's not enough to kill them. It usually takes 2 to 3 shots. And with how long it takes to reload, that's a stressful fight with just one of them. The biggest issue I was facing is here on the elevator down. No cover, so I was an open target for the Brotherhood to shoot at. And with the insanely slow reload speed, killing them wasn't going to be a viable option. So the best thing I could do was pump stim packs into my skin till we got down to the reactor room, get some free Rad-X from Allie, and get to the reactor. The sentry bot activated was a legendary because why the hell not? Luckily, we had one up on them. Small, narrow doorways. We get high for as long as we wanted, pop out briefly and shoot him, and do it till... The Assaultrons take a second, but they are impossible, and then lastly, we just have to run out, which goes pretty well, if I do say so myself. We do some more quick and easy tasks, like recovering someone else, which I may have forgotten to record. Solve a conflict between 2 scientists, and after finishing these up, we get word that the Brotherhood is attacking the Railroad base. Fuck. More dudes in power armor, my favorite. I complain, but it wasn't impossible. The initial wave was the hardest, and then it was only 1 or 2 at once, so making our way through the catacombs isn't so bad. All the pieces are falling together now. We need to bring the fight to the Brotherhood, so we just need to get on the Vertibird to ride the Pridwin. Why can't I just, teleport on? Whatever, it's a Bethesda game. The police station isn't too bad. We just have Tom and Deacon and Dogmeat to help us out, so getting inside and onto the roof isn't super hard. The real struggle is the roof, where Tom powers up the Vertibird, and we have to fight off a Vertibird and some Knights. This proves more difficult than I thought. Cover here is lacking, and the Vertibird can shoot us while behind cover from the Knights. This rooftop fight pretty much depleted all my stim packs, and the only hope I could get is from the items from the other Knights, whatever I could find on the Pridwin. However, there is a way I can do this with minimal combat. Deacon gives us one of his costumes from his magic storage closet, and with it we can sneak onto the Brotherhood. And and then plant these bombs. We get shot to high hell outside, but with my divine blessings I've saved up, we aren't in any real danger. And just like that, the Brotherhood falls. Before we go nuclear, I did one last supply run, making sure I was good. I was ready for this. Harpoon the Institute. And well, it was super easy. The railroad and the synths give me enough support not to be surrounded constantly, and most synths died within 1 or 2 shots of the harpoon gun. Father gives us nothing, we shoot him, blow up the Institute, happy day. Sorry I didn't upload for, almost a month. I don't know why I haven't, I just haven't felt like it. I don't know. Videos haven't been doing super well, but I still want to keep making them. I just haven't really felt like doing runs, honestly. That's the main deterrent. I haven't felt like recording a whole lot. I don't know. I haven't really played a whole lot of games on my own free time anyway. I mean, the only game I have been playing is The Binding of Isaac in 7 days. And that one I've been playing with people, so... yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I don't have any huge run ideas. I have a few things I do want to do eventually, but I don't know if I'll start on them yet or not. I have a different run idea that's not a Souls or a Bethesda game that I want to do, but I don't know how I want to start it just yet. We'll see. So, sorry I don't have a whole lot to say. But I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you'll enjoy what I put up next. So, ciao!